And we come to you live from the town as we are here in Oakland, California for some Tuesday night hoops here on NorCal Sports TV as we are inside of Laney College Gymnasium here in downtown Oakland. As tonight we bring you coverage of some Southwestern States Conference basketball as they'll be the visiting West Coast Baptist Eagles taking on the Lincoln Oaklanders. And hello again, everybody, to tonight's coverage here on NorCal Sports TV. My name is Philip Hall on the call, and tonight we got a good one for you. The West Coast Baptist Eagles currently in last place in the Southwestern States Conference with an 0-8 conference record, but the team will be led on offense by sophomore Wesley Carnes, who currently averages 31.5 points per game, shooting 47% from the floor and 41% from three. He's the top scorer among NCCAA players. For WCBC, they're looking to get a win here tonight on the road here in Oakland and try to work their way out of the basement a little bit. But for the home team, the Lincoln Oaklanders, they're led by their first-year head coach in William Middlebrooks, as currently Lincoln are third in the Southwestern States Conference with a 2-1 record. But Lincoln are going to look to climb the standings in the SWS with 4 conference games. As the tip is up, it's won by Lincoln. Starting 5 tonight for the Oaklanders, they're bringing out Joshua Russ, a junior, Elijah Williams, Christian Bala, Laiulu Kalaje, and Samuel Mayer. For West Coast Baptist, it's Austin Pace, Wesley Carnes, Caleb Luthai, David Gowo, and Zach Clay. Lincoln still with the rock and chucking up on the first offensive possession for 3 there was Laiulu Kalaje. He's the top scorer for the Oaklanders, averaging about 25 a game. They're going to get an out of bounds call or a whistle blown here. I see the clock is not running. There's a player down the floor. A lot happening in the first few seconds here at Laney. Our referees for tonight, we have Courtney Holmes, Dennis Flannery, and the Horace Shields blowing the whistles and wearing the black and white. And we're glad that we're inside. It's been a rainy afternoon, really pretty much a rainy day here in the Bay Area all across. As there with the steal is Sam Mayer as he races down the floor for the Oaklanders, driving in for the bucket and gets the and one. Samuel Mayer, 6'4" freshman from Melbourne, Australia, opening the account for Lincoln. Look back at that play. Great dash down the floor. Great footwork and able to finish at the bucket. Here he goes at the free throw line for the three-point play. He's off back iron. The Oaklander is able to grab the rebound. Swing around the perimeter. There over to the left. Williams. Williams over in the corner for 3. Can't knock it down. Claude McKessie It's now in the game for Lincoln. Here goes West Coast Baptist down the floor, trying to finish there for the layup was Wesley Carnes, but he wasn't able to get it to go. The Oaklanders with the rock now. Williams loses it out of bounds. They're going to stay with Lincoln. Last year, Lincoln finished 12-0 in conference and went all the way, winning both the conference and the tournament championship for the Southwestern States, as they were led last year by NBA Hall of Famer and Oakland's own Gary Payton, who went on to take the job at College of Alameda this year, but definitely left his mark in his lone season coaching for the Oaklanders, adding to that early coaching resume. Actually able to see Gary Payton a few days ago at the celebration of life of another Oakland legend in professional sports, Rickey Henderson. Gave a great eulogy in celebrating the relationship and the friendship that he had with a great baseball player. I was able to wear the green and gold for the Oakland Athletics for many years, and able to call Oakland home for a lot of those years. There's Kalaje with the steal and with the finish at the bucket. Lincoln on a roll, already up 4-0. About just over 2 minutes played here at Laney. West Coast Baptist trying to get something going here. Gil Luthai trying to go inside. Being defended hard, Zach Clay. Oh, triple team inside the post. The Eagles able to clear it out. And a loose ball rolls out. Looks like it's going to stay with West Coast Baptist. And about West Coast Baptist, for those that are new to the SWS conference, they are from Lancaster, California, making the long drive up from SoCal. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Lincoln able to win the defensive turnover. Now, West Coast Baptist been struggling for most of the year. They come in overall 1-14. Currently the last place team in the SWS altogether. Pulling up for the three ball. There is Elijah Williams, 6'2", junior. Lincoln able to get the first three of the game. Going for a three himself for the Eagles is David Goey. Not able to get it. The Eagles with the offensive board. Now Goey with an open lane to the cup. Able to finish. Giving West Coast Baptist their first made field goal on the night. August picked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Oaklanders. And even though these teams play in an independently operated conference, they still are represented by a sanctioning body of college sports. West Coast Baptist being sanctioned by the National Christian College Athletic Association. Pretty much is Bible schools that are relatively small and all together, as Elijah Williams able to knock down another three, making it a 10-2 lead for the Oaklanders. Goa loses it, falls to the floor, but it's picked up by Austin Pace. Pace able to throw it off the glass. Down floor, finishing on the fast break in transition, Christian Bala. The 6'4" junior from Tucson, Arizona. JUCO transfer product of Pierce College up in Washington. There's McKessie trying to knife the defense there, not able to do it, passes it back out. Williams tried to hit and Christian Bala over in the corner, but he loses it out of bounds. And go to West Coast Baptist. Now we're going to get our first media timeout of the night, but Lincoln are up 12-4 early on here on NorCal Sports TV. return here to Laney College in Oakland with the Lincoln Oaklanders up 12-4 early on here against West Coast Baptist. It's Elijah Williams. It's been raining the threes, and it's been raining a lot here today in the Bay. Williams trying to bring some of that inside as his shot has been looking wet so far in this game. Now subbing in for Lincoln is Michael Washington, 6'3" from Buffalo, New York. The East Coast guy. There it goes West Coast Baptist with the steal as Wesley Carnes not able to hit his man on the fast break. Lincoln gets it back. They're finishing with the bucket down low. Sam Mayer outsizing everybody in the paint. West Coast Baptist trying to swing it around. Pass goes over to Goa. So now we get a pick at the top of the key. Jacob Castro trying to look for free hands. Oh, and stepping out of bounds is Franco Murata. These are substitutions for the Eagles. Oh, another costly turnover for them as Lincoln is going to get one back. Now 14:37 left here in the first half. Think about Lincoln, their campus is a corner building in downtown Oakland, and they've had to do a little bit of barnstorming in their first early years in athletics. The Oaklanders and allow a turnover, and there's Mayer can keep his feet in bounds. Now Lincoln have been making some progress in trying to gather up some funding, continue to have athletics be a part of their university, and they do that by setting up matchups with Division I schools. Lincoln already has had 3 matchups against 3 Division I's on the West Coast. They're trying to look for the answer on offense here. Where Kalaje, he's being double teamed, had to back out. And Mayer with the shot clock at 6 has to give it off over to Bala, who couldn't get the 3 to fall. There's Carnes. Oh, it gets denied inside by Bala. A great block there. About a 6'4" junior, who Coach Middlebrook said is one of the top defenders on the Oaklanders roster. There's West Coast Baptist with their first-year head coach in Joey Vara. Still trying to rebuild the struggling Eagles program. They got a turnover here. Lincoln's going to take it the other way. And I was mentioning, as I was saying, for Lincoln, they set up matchups against Division I schools, as earlier this season they had matchups with the likes of San Jose State, Weber State, the alma mater of Damian Lillard, another Oakland native, as well as Eastern Washington. All these games taking place a couple of months ago. There goes Samuel Mayer, finishing inside the paint for another deuce. Lincoln with a stronghold on the Eagles so far, keeping them grounded. They're getting a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go on Christian Bala. He will be subbed out for Joshua Russ, the 6'3" junior from Birch Bay, Washington. It's a JUCO transfer. Attended Whatcom Community College, where he averaged 7 points per game, 27 games at Whatcom last year. And Lincoln now back on possession. Checking up for the deep 3. Kalaje knocks it down. Cash money. Make it in a 19-4 Oaklanders lead. Oh, wow. And another costly turnover. This time it's going to be booked on David Gowe. Took too many steps from the looks of it. A deep pass on the inbound. Going for the three was Russ. Not able to connect. Neal's bringing it back up the floor. Luthai. Oh, ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover on the Eagles. Zach Clay was set up underneath for the pass inside, but couldn't grasp it firmly as it goes right through his hands. There goes Lincoln now. Continuing to have a stronghold lead on West Coast Baptist, but they turn over the ball that time. Going inside the paint there, Caleb Luthai, but he gets booked for walking. West Coast Baptist only being held to 4 points at the moment. It's continuing to rack up turnovers on turnovers on turnovers. Lincoln has been rock steady so far. Over in the corner, Williams has to go inside the Mayor. Goes back outside for him for the corner pocket three-pointer. Goes off the rim. Now Carnes being double-teamed at midcourt. We're going to get a foul. So it's going to stay with West Coast Baptist. Now we're going to get our under 15-minute media timeout here with Lincoln up 19-4 with 11:48 left to go in the first half. Lincoln lead West Coast Baptist here in the first half. Been smooth sailing for the Oaklanders all the way through. They would go trying to look to change the script, but not able to hit the three off back iron. Now Kalaje chucking it up, not able to get it to fall. There underneath for the board on offense is Claude McKessie, but he's not able to capitalize. A little bit more about Lincoln's head coach, William Middlebrooks. Before coming to Lincoln, he actually ran a prep team of his own titled Middlebrooks Academy. And he's considered to be one of the best head coaches around. He was actually a 10-time Head Coach of the Year award recipient back during his high school career, primarily doing most of his coaching in Southern California before coming up here to the Bay Area. Look at the foul on the floor. That will send David Goa to the line. Goa able to get that one to fall in on the first attempt. The 6'1 senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, part of Raleigh Christian Academy. And he's only able to go 1 for 2 in the sequence. And for Joey Vara, he's actually making a return to West Coast Baptist in his first year as a head coach for the Eagles, where he was actually a former player for the program. We get a nice three-pointer by Lailu Kalaje, the freshman 6-footer from LA. He actually had a short spell at the D1 level, but redshirted his freshman year. So technically this is a redshirt freshman year for Kalaje, transferring over from Idaho State. Just go away. Try to go for that backdoor pass to Clay, but it's going to be a kickball. Looking at the scores table and subbing in now is Joel Codner Marshall. going to come in for Michael Washington. West Coast Baptist holding possession. He's not to the floor that time. It's Caleb Luthai. Needs to be okay. And now his feet set. It was going to be a turnover. You can see he wasn't ready for the pass to go off. We'll go back to the Oaklanders. Now for Joey Vara, head coach for West Coast Baptist, he was a former player for the program, also an alum of the school, so he's making a return to a program that he knows the best, trying to help them recover. You know, coming into tonight, they have an 0-8 Southwestern States Conference record. This is a far cry from where Lincoln are currently. Even with a 2-1 conference record, that puts them in third place in the Southwestern States Conference. Only just 5 games out of first from the leader and Justice College. They're currently 7-0. Lincoln still have a long way to go to try to repeat for the conference title. There's Kalaje pulling up for the midi. It's off the iron, but there underneath for the recovery on the reload, Joel Codner Marshall. Sitting at 6'2" from the United Kingdom. A loose ball on the floor, another steal grabbed by Lincoln. Kalaje tried to find his footing. Was able to grasp it as Chris Plantney is fouled. Now we're going to get a 30-second timeout on the floor here, as we'll take another commercial break with 9:33 left to play in the first half. We're back after the quick timeout taken by West Coast Baptist. Chris Plantney was fouled in transition. A little bit about him. Stands at 5'8". Actually born in Paris, France, but he comes by way of Guadeloupe, territory of France, out in the Caribbean. But interestingly enough, he's taken a unique journey here to Lincoln, as before coming over here to play in Oakland, he actually played underneath Coach Middlebrooks for his prep team, Middlebrooks Academy, and then went on to start his collegiate career at Torrejon Basketball Academy in Spain. So yeah, that's right. He played his first stint of college basketball in Spain before coming back stateside to play here at Lincoln. Goes Lincoln continuing to swing the rock around. Right at Kalaje in the corner for the three, not able to get it. Pass down the floor is got by West Coast Baptist, but Lincoln bringing the back alley defense. But we're going to get a foul booked on Laulu Kalaje. And it's Wesley Carnes is going to inbound it. The Eagles trying to look for the answer from Carnes, and they can't hit the three by Caleb Luthai, but they're able to grasp the offensive board. Well, with the handoff to Carnes, he gives it back. Corner three-pointer attempt by Franco Murata. It's no good. Here goes Lincoln moving the rock around. They hit Planty in the corner for the tray. Chris Planty, even though undersized, Still able to knock down the outside shot. Go away. Try to hit Murata again in the corner, and he's going to hit it that time. Actually looked like he had his foot on the line. So counted as a 2. Plant the inside to Kalaje for the floater, not able to get it to go. The Eagles trying to look for some answers, and we're going to get a walk on Franco Murata. So that's going to take us to our under 10 media timeout with Lincoln up 27-9. Joey Vara is going to talk it over with his guys. Oaklanders will have the rock here to return from a media timeout break. As they are up 27-9, having a steady lead against the last place team in the Southwestern States Conference. You see the ball movement being prevalent around the perimeter. Trying to go for the outside. The tray was Joshua Russ, not able to hit. Oaklanders are more live. Now have opportunity to paint. Oh, look at that baseline cut by Christian Bala as he's able to get the deuce to fall in on the reverse. Carnes losing it out of bounds, and the ball hops out of the gym. They're going to stay with West Coast Baptist. And the ball had a mind of its own for a second there, trying to leave the gym. On is loose, still having eyes. But Claude McKessie able to pick it up. He's fouled. There's already 14 fouls being racked up for West Coast Baptist. Lincoln have 6. Despite a big deficit, the West Coast Baptist bench trying to come alive here. Channing defense. Meyer waits patiently underneath the hoop. Not able to go. McKessie on the reload. Tried for an attempt himself. No avail. West Coast Baptist able to grab the 50-50. Finishing down the floor, Franco Murata, 6'3", senior from Bakersfield. Product of Liberty High School. And Elijah Williams says, why not? I've been hot all night. He knocks down another 3. Carnes with the hop step. Murata, corner 3. Not able to get one back. They're on the break. Finishing, throwing off the window for the deuce. Lincoln putting up an offensive clinic. We got Carnes heat up at half court, but with the steal is Bala, and he's going to throw it down, flushing it at the rim. Rim shaker for the 6'4" junior from Tucson. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. We get a nice highlight reel going for Kristen Bala tonight. See him able to throw down with the right hand, big time. 36-11, Lincoln up. back on the floor after the timeout break. As before we had the timeout break, we saw a nice highlight play by Christian Bala. He had a one-hand dunk on a steal. So we give you the replay of that. See him, great defender, a lot of upside. See him as a player, using the verticality. West Coast Baptist still been on the struggle bus for most of this game and not able to get off at the next stop, as Ball with another steal, able to get off to McKessie for the bucket. West Coast Baptist is trying to finish out this half strong in whatever way they can. Murata loses it again. Another steal accounted for by Lincoln. They're going to lose it, force another turnover on the fast break attempt. Joshua Russ now able to grasp it firmly. Now Lincoln bringing a full court press. Not toning it down on defense despite having a 27-point lead with a half almost over with 5 minutes left to go. Goe able to go for the easy layup. Elijah Williams for another three. Cash money going down smooth tonight. Guess it's payday on a Tuesday for Elijah Williams. So, and another steal by McKessie. He's going to give it off to Russ as he finishes with the layup underneath. West Coast Baptist still trying to find answers on, it's like a broken record. Bala with another basket to go. Now, 32-point lead in favor of Lincoln. Going to get a charge down low. Bala able to take the hit. Back at the replay. See, Ball had the feet set underneath, and that's the defensive IQ that William Middlebrooks talks a lot about with Christian Bala as a player. During his time at Pierce College in the JUCO ranks, he averaged 12.6 points per game and 7.6 rebounds. Was a 57.3% shooter at the JUCO level. Mary not able to grasp it firmly. Steal by Goe. Thought the Carnes. Step back three. Able to go. So there's one answer. Go for the Eagles. Still find himself in a big hole. 3.5 minutes left to go in the half. There's going to be a push. Elijah Williams was trying to get rid of it. You can see the system on offense for Lincoln doesn't necessarily need to change. You see Williams spotting up in the corner. Able to be the open shooter when necessary. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout on the floor here. Both teams going to try to talk it over. We also want to give a reminder out for those that are subscribed to NorCal Sports TV that this Saturday, February 8th, hosted by Venture Academy, will be Super Saturday. Well, we'll have some high school hoops for you. As you can see, the first game with Bishop O'Dowd and Lincoln High School, Sac High, Weston Ranch, Morrow Catholic and Indercom, Tracy and Venture Academy, Sonora and Lodi, Bear Creek, and St. Mary's. This will all be taking place on Saturday, February 8th, here on NorCal Sports TV, as Delta College is going to have a load of high school hoops for Super Saturday. Definitely exciting, especially around this time of the year with the high school season almost wrapping up and getting ready for state playoff sectionals here in California. Always an exciting time to be a high school basketball fan, especially with these teams on the bill for Super Saturdays. We will bring you all of the live coverage right here on NorCal Sports TV. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified for the upcoming schedule of games we have set here on this amazing channel set up by our producer and operator, Dion I. A return to the floor after a timeout break. Elijah Williams trying not to put the lid on the hoop, but misses the three that time. He's been having a clean sheet most of the night. He's able to finish down low for the basket. Austin Pace trying to look for an answer. Oh, wow. Christian Bala tried to go for the alley-oop. Not able to grasp it firmly. Look back at the replay. See McKessie try to give Bala some height there on the alley-oop attempt. It's like it was a foul on the floor. Send Christian Bala to the line. Now coming back on for Lincoln, Michael Washington. There's also Iolu Kalaje. Bala able to get the first free throw shot to go. Not able to get the second one, however. There's Carnes racing down the floor. Over there on the right block was Pace. We get a foul on the floor, though. And so with that foul, that puts West Coast Baptist in the bonus. Both teams now even with 17 fouls total. I'll send Zach Clay, 6'4" junior, to the line. So 1 of 1. He's not able to get it. So Lincoln use up this last bit of the first half they have. We're heading back to the locker room with a large lead. Oh, Bala not able to have a clear lane or a clear attempt for the alley-oop. But he was fouled, so he will go to the line for 2 free throws. And you can see after jumping up, he was fouled down low by Zach Clay. He's able to get that one to go. Christian Bala already having a good night so far here for the Oaklanders. Two for 2 in the sequence. There go the Eagles. Once again, back down the floor. Zach Clay, gets denied inside, but it's going to be a foul on Elijah Williams. Elijah Williams was trying to tell Zach Clay that the rent was due, but just wasn't clean enough. So Zach Clay will return to the line. Be able to get the first one to go, trying not to leave any money on the floor. Back to play. It looked like Williams kind of got all ball, but the referee says otherwise. Oh, Zach Clay airballs the second free throw attempt. I'll give Lincoln an opportunity. We have 2:20 left here to play in the first half. Oh, Elijah Williams thought about the three in the corner, but he was double teamed. And cleared outside. Kalaje with his attempt. Off the side of the rim. Lincoln able to grab the offensive board. And Christian Bala not able to get his shot to go. Carnes, a three in transition, can't hit. Long pass, cross court to the corner to Williams, is airballed. West Coast Baptist trying to look for an answer. Carnes loses his footing, falls to the floor. West Coast Baptist still in the bonus. So a little bit too excessive on defense with Michael Washington. That's going to send Wesley Carnes to the line. The 6'1" sophomore from Fort Morgan, Colorado, product of Fort Morgan High School, currently one of the top scorers in the NCCAA ranks as he averages 31.5 points per game. Able to capitalize there. Yeah, Wesley Carnes, one of the top shooters and the sanctioning body. Over in the corner was Josh Russ. Where he is off the side. Another missed opportunity. Oh, didn't have his feet set at time. Tried to go for a turnaround shot. Able to get the bucket and the foul. Goa has accepted a three-point opportunity. If you look back at the play, see Russ with the chase down defense. Go able to fight his way to the basket. And he's able to complete the three-point play. Old school style. There's Russ trying to drive baseline. Gives it off to Bala for the deuce down Main Street. About to hit the 1 minute mark as minutes now turn to seconds here in the first half. West Coast Baptist trying to end the half strong. They're not going to do it as Caleb Luthai misses the baseline mid-range. Pass gets stolen down court. Bala in a volleyball battle with Zach Clay. We're going to get a whistle blown here. That's another foul on West Coast Baptist. Christian Bala will go to the line again, making annual trips to the charity stripe like he's going to a convention. He's been very active overall tonight. He's able to get the first one. For Joey Vara, he's going to have a lot to talk about with his guys going into the halftime break. Bala goes 2 for 2. West Coast Baptist, just like how it's been all season, find themselves in a deep hole, trying to dig them out. Now 40 seconds left on the game clock. West Coast Baptist is trying to get out of this half, breathing. See the double team being brought on Carnes. Cross-court pass is lost, goes out. Now we're going to get a timeout by Lincoln. This goes Middlebrooks. Look to talk it over with his guys with the remaining 29.7 left to go. So Joey Vara. Lincoln returns to the floor. They're going to try to drain the clock to end off the half. Shot clock has been turned off. There's Kalaje at midcourt right on the logo. And pass it back to Josh Russ. Kalaje over to Williams. And clock's down to 7. And David Goe went for the deflection and the steal, but it goes out. He touched it last. It will remain with the Oaklanders. Now 5.8. Williams for the tray ball. And it was in and out. Tried to grab the rebound, but the buzzer will sound as Lincoln coming out strong here in the first half as they will head to the locker room with a 52-24 lead over the West Coast Baptist Eagles, trying to look for their third win in conference play. But we're going to go to our halftime break where we're going to talk with the head coach for Lincoln before we do, but we ask that you stay tuned in here on NorCal Sports TV. Oaklanders up 52-24.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time. The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
We welcome you back here on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Philip Hall as we are here inside Laney College in Oakland, California, with Lincoln up 52-24 on the West Coast Baptist Eagles, as I have head coach William Middlebrooks with me. And, Coach, after that first half, what is something you saw in your guys that you liked?
Well, I feel like we executed our game plan. It, again, wasn't perfect, but when you match that with energy, there's still some good things that are going to happen. So I think just the flow of the game started to help us out. And it all starts with playing defense, playing hard, and letting everything else come together. So I feel like it was okay.
And you mentioned defense. Like, we saw some stops by Christian Bala, who's having a great night so far on defense, had a few steals in that first half. So what is something that you guys are going to look to plan to do to try to hold the West Coast Baptist offense down for the rest of the game?
Yeah, really for me, especially where we are in year one, it's not really about our opponent. It's about us building a culture, starting to build habits, teaching as we go along. So it's possession by possession, just trying to get better. And we're going to make some mistakes again along the way, coach it, get better, and then as we keep moving forward, year 2, year 3, then hopefully we start to see the product that we want.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll see you at the end of the game. All right. And we welcome you back to Laney College here in Oakland as we're about to begin the second half with the Lincoln Oaklanders and the West Coast Baptist Eagles, with Lincoln holding it down up 52-24 going into the second half, as we have been seeing a strong performance by them on both sides of the floor, especially with the performance that Elijah Williams had, hitting a few outside shots, making the three ball work for him tonight, and even seeing the strong defensive and offensive appearance of Christian Bala, who had a few steals in that first half, especially on the half-court presses and the full-court presses that Lincoln have been running against this West Coast Baptist offense. But West Coast Baptist trying to put a dent in their big deficit, as Joey Vara hopefully was able to spark some confidence in his squad in the locker room at halftime. But for the Oaklanders, it's been smooth sailing. You can see the relaxed nature of the team about to get ready, chopping it up with the referees. And they know that they've been having a good night as they continue to hold on to third place in the Southwestern States Conference. As with a win tonight, they will go 3-1 in conference and 4-12 overall. But for West Coast Baptist, they are currently on the verge of extending their losing streak, the 0-9, excuse me. As we pull up the Southwestern States Conference standings for you, see Justice College have the lead as they currently have a 7-1 record. But Lincoln, you tell now with the loss that Justice College suffered, only 5 games out of first, as they look to prepare for the conference tournament that's set to begin in March. As out the gate right away, West Coast Baptist able to get a bucket courtesy of Wesley Carnes. Look back at that replay, able to drive through the open lane And he's going to go to the line for the three-point opportunity. And he's able to get the free throw to go. Lincoln not going to let their foot off the gas in this one. You see Elijah Williams knocking down another three. Cash Mula, as he will go to the line for a 4-point opportunity, one-upping Wesley Carnes. And that's been the spot tonight for Elijah Williams, the corner pocket. He's been lethal from the corners. Now able to get the free throw to go. See Carnes again trying to get an answer. See West Coast Baptist upping the tempo from the looks of it. Zach Clay able to big body himself in that paint against his fellow big and Sam Mayer. The battle of the bigs down low, playing some bully ball inside. Kalaje pass over to the corner to Russ. Knocks it down for the three. Chucking up the three fingers. And I guess for Lincoln, they were inspired by the rain that they had all day today in the Bay. Trying to make it rain inside. Here we go with the basket for the Eagles. Ball in the corner, swinging around. Able to get Russ. Russ again for three. Not able to go that time. Mayer with the offensive board. Bala. The swinging around. They're going to hit Kalaji this time. But he's not able to capitalize. Carnes able to grab the rebound, and he's fouled in transition. You can see Wesley Carnes having more control of the ball this time around the second half. You see Joe Ibarra making a slight change to the way that they're running things. This three-point shot attempt is airballed. There hits Williams in the corner. And, wow, it takes three bounces. Amer able to grab the offensive board. And Russ gets booked for traveling. Says no jaywalking on my court. Now see David Goa matching up against Kalaje. Oh, works the way around him. Driving his way, putting the foot down the gas. They're able to take it down Main Street, breaks through the roadblock. Russ trying to work in. Kalaji, the ball going baseline, and he forces the foul. Actually, no, it's going to be an offensive foul, according to the ref. Zach Clay able to take the charge. Look back at the replay. Here, see Lincoln, a lot of ball movement. Actually, excuse me, that was David Goa taking the charge. All right, about 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. See, Carnes, it's been a one-man show so far here. Oh, wow, it's smoking the layup down low. Austin Pace not able to finish cleanly. Amer defended by Zach Clay, but he gets swatted. Clay tried to go for the steal. It looks like the foul is going to be on the shot. An interesting call there. Sam Mayer looked like he was still trying to drive through the basket before he was able to raise his hands. Nonetheless, Mayer at the line gets the first free throw to go. For Lincoln, Samuel Mayer is one of the international players representing. Hails from Melbourne, Australia. Well, Joel Cotner-Marshall, he comes from the United Kingdom. Malachi Evelyn from Toronto, Canada. You have Chris Planty, who was born in Paris, France, but comes from the Caribbean French territory of Guadeloupe. You have foul on West Coast Baptist end of the floor. They currently have the possession arrow in their favor. Sorry, 14 fouls being totaled up for the Oaklanders. You can see Wesley Carnes hitting the three from the wing. He's finding new life here in the second half so far. Kalage answers back with a three of his own. Going bucket for bucket, band for band. Carnes showing no mercy. Going for the cross step and the reverse layup. Now Wesley Carnes is on a mission right now. He had to put his foot on the gas all the way through. And to help put a dent in the deficit for the Eagles. Kalage not able to hit the three. There goes Carnes again. Racing down. Oh, wow. Wesley Carnes looking like a new man. West Coast Baptist squad is now, the deficit gets cut down to 22. There with the pass to Kalage. Over to McKessie. Mayer down low in the paint. Off the glass easily. West Coast Baptist continuing to keep the Oaklanders honest. And David Goa with another bucket for the Eagles. These that West Coast Baptist are learning from their offensive struggles that they had in the first half. They're trying to shake off the demons. There's Carnes. He's able to take the fouls. He was pushed. And Wesley Carnes, you can see he has the control there. We're going to take our first media timeout break here in the second half. Lincoln up by 22. Now we return to the floor after the timeout break. West Coast Baptist going on a little bit of a run, trying to get back into this game, at least make something of it. Here early on in the second half, Goa trying to grab the loose ball. It's going to go out. It's going to go the other way to the Oaklanders. Aleulu Kalage leading the offense, brings the rock back down. Trying to knife through the defense. It's going to be fouled. So the fouls racking up early for both Lincoln and West Coast Baptist. You can see on the replay, Kalage tried to go for the hop step. Not able to find the space. There goes Kalage from the corner for three. Hits it. Nothing but nylon on the shot. Now a 25-point lead. And taking the bump down low was Wesley Carnes again. Wesley Carnes being ball dominant this half. And you can see him holding on to his right arm. Back at the three by Aleulu Kalage, top scorer for Lincoln. And a little known fact, the assistant coach for Lincoln is Aleulu Kalage's one of his siblings, Sammy Kalage. See Wesley Carnes on the replay taking the bump. He's a bit undersized for a guard. It seems to be able to take those hits without feeling much of the pain. Elijah Williams, a hot man from the first half for the Oaklanders. Trying to kick it out over to Kalaje. Lincoln continuing to work from the outside. Williams not able to hit the 3-ball. West Coast Baptist trying to beat the Lincoln defense back down to the floor. Go away, quick pass over to Pace. Eagles swinging it around. Carnes finding the lane down Main Street, able to drive for the lay. Now Lincoln is going to look to answer back. Kalaje being defended hard. That foul is going to be booked on Austin Pace. He tried to go for the reach. So they're going to reset the shot clock here. That was a malfunction. It's at 15, then now they reset to 20. Lob pass on the inbound from Kalaje as he gives it off over to Claude McKessie, who finishes for the 2. Now pulling up. Oh, he got pushed from behind, but still made the shot. Wesley Carnes seemed to be a one-man wrecking crew trying to get the Eagles back in this one. So you look at the replay. They brought the double team to him, but Elijah Williams pushed him in the back as he was going up for the shot. He will get a 3-point play. See, West Coast Baptist not rolling over against the Oaklanders. They're showing a lot of fight in the second half. Trying to make a game of it, keeping Lincoln honest. Lajay pass inside the Bala. They work it around. Washington now comes back on the floor for the Oaklanders. McKessie being double teamed hard. Now he get a steal at midcourt. It's grabbed by Castro. Finishing for the layup, Austin Pace. The shot clock buzzer sounded, but didn't matter. It's already running. They still keep playing. Bala jumping high in the air. What great verticality that he possesses. He makes it a 71-49 Oaklanders lead. Carnes with a sham as he knocks down the tray ball. Carnes continuing to stay in the fight for West Coast Baptist. Again, he's been the dominant ball handler and shooter. You tend to wonder what was said in the locker room, where Joey Vara has been giving him the green light. He is the top scorer on the team and one of the top scorers in the National Christian College Athletic Association. I'm sure he's been getting plenty of green lights all season. Now at the line, Claude McKessie, he was fouled. Claude McKessie, interesting story about him. He's from View Park, California. And he was a D1 transfer himself, as before coming to Lincoln, he played at Division I Utah Valley in the Western Athletic Conference after transferring from Colorado Christian, where in a 2-year stint appeared in 27 games and only averaged 1.6 points per game. So didn't really see a lot of action during his time there. But in his high school days at St. Bernard, he was averaging 18 points per game as a senior and earned first-team All-League honors. And here he is now for Lincoln, coming off the bench. He's able to get the first free throw to go. And that's the one thing that William Middlebrooks talked about during our halftime break when we spoke to him, saying that it's a work in progress for this program to become more dominant, especially for Lincoln. They're very young, very green with the athletic programs at the university. Kalaje spoke with a turnover, stepped out of bounds, trying to keep the ball in. West Coast Baptist going to get one back. Only down by 20 now. About 12:08 left to play in regulation. You have full court press being brought by Lincoln. Chris Plancy trying to put Wesley Carnes to a halt, but he gets stolen by Kalaje. And there's McKessie finishing with the easy layup down the floor. Bob McKessie continuing to produce well. For 3 was Jacob Castro, but hits off the tip of the rim. Clancy gets it back, gives it off to McKessie. Can't finish at the basket. Tried to go in. David Goa, one-on-one down the floor, but he gets denied by Bala. And finishing through his defender, Michael Washington, able to get another basket. The Oaklanders continuing to push hard, trying to pull away as much as they can. Oh, his float shot, not able to go. Oh, Christian Bala didn't even have to jump to block it. Clancy from the corner, off the iron. Now here's Franco Murata. He's off to Carnes. Carnes turned on the Jets and finishing for the bucket. Now West Coast Baptist trying to regain another run. Clancy again from the same spot. Not able to get it the second time. Carnes to Murata in transition. It's right at the logo. Nikolaje putting up the wall on him. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor here. Before we move any further, we will go to our second media timeout of the second half with Lincoln up 76-54 here on NorCal Sports TV. And we return back here at Laney College here on NorCal Sports TV. Just want to send a reminder to everybody, if you haven't subscribed to this great channel yet, make sure you do so if you are enjoying tonight's coverage. As David Goa will go to the line for West Coast Baptist. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on NorCal Sports TV to continue to stay updated for our future broadcasts. And we got a big one coming up on Saturday for high school basketball. This is our Super Saturday edition. We'll feature some big-time high school games, especially with the latter end of the high school basketball season wrapping up here in the state of California. Got some teams currently in the running for a spot in sectional playoffs as well as state playoffs. going to be a turnover on Lincoln. It's going to go back to West Coast Baptist. Now, if the score holds where it is right now, Lincoln will have their second win against West Coast Baptist, as the first one came back on Friday where they traveled down to Lancaster, able to beat West Coast Baptist on their home floor 102-83. So both these teams no strangers to each other here this season. And for Lincoln, it's been the same kind of script that they had on Friday. Only difference is the venue. Yeah, it's going to be a whistle blown. Here, Wesley Carnes hits the floor hard. Man, it took a lot of contact. There he's trying to work his way off the ground. And Wesley Carnes been a man on a mission so far this half. He's been leading the offense for West Coast Baptist all the way through, trying to put a dent in the deficit. He will be awarded free throws at the charity stripe. And last season, as a freshman, Wesley Carnes averaged 15 points for the Eagles. He's able to get the first one. There he goes for the second one, going 2 for 2 on the sequence. Here's Plancy. Trying to rock back down for the Oaklanders. That bounce off of Washington. Still working at the top of the key. Find an opening through the zone. Mayer, his pass is taken away. Gives out to Carnes down the floor. Oh, wow, taking a lot of steps, but not able to finish at the cup. But West Coast Baptist able to recover the rebound. Now they go outside the Carnes for 3. Airballed. Well, despite having the green light, not able to find the netting. About 9 minutes to go here in the game. Once Lincoln wraps up here tonight, their next matchup will take place on February 13th, Valentine's Day Eve, as they will go on the road to play SoCal Leadership. Plancy not able to hit the mid-range. Rebound grabbed by McKessie. They swing it around over to Washington. Well, it's going to be a shot clock violation on Lincoln. Well, actually, oh no, it's a malfunction, as should have been added time. But they're going to reset the shot clock to 10 seconds. Now the shot clock's down to 7. Lincoln's going to look for a shot, try to see if they can find it in Kalaje. He gets a nice pick by Mayer. 3-point attempt off, but Mayer grabs the offensive board. Plancy this time for 3. Not able to hit. Washington for another offensive rebound. McKessie's mid-range shot not able to fall. And now is a steal on the tip by Mayer as it finds the hands of Laulu Kalaje. The Lincoln with more life now. I try to set up for another pick. There's McKessie. It'll find Kalaje for the outside shot. Not able to fall. West Coast Baptist, they have their next game coming up this Friday, as they will get first crack at SoCal Leadership on the home floor. SoCal Leadership is the 8th place team in the Southwestern States Conference. We're going to get a timeout on the floor as well. We will come back for more minutes after this short break. Both squads return to the floor. Lincoln with a 20-point lead, 7:38 left to go. They're currently in the home stretch, going for their third win in conference, which will actually put them 4 games back out of first in the Southwestern States Conference. So hopefully, this can be the sign of good things to come down the stretch for Lincoln, as they only have about a few games left to go. 4 games in conference to be exact before the conference tournament set to begin on March 1st. There's Wesley Carnes at the line, gets the first free throw to fall. Lincoln trying to look for a higher seed before the conference tournament begins, but right now they're sitting pretty in third place. I'm sure they want more than a bronze medal, trying to go for the gold, even with the short amount of games they have left. So not really anything to give for them down the stretch as Elijah Williams hits another 3 from the outside. Man, he's been going off tonight from behind the arc. Carnes almost thought about the 3 himself. Said gives out the pace, but that was going to be a jump ball call. Thought he was fouled. And say no, it's jump ball that will go in favor of Lincoln. And Laolu Kalaje looks to William Middlebrooks for a play call. See, trying to conduct the offense. Going inside the Bala, around the baseline, able to execute. Christian Bala's been having a solid game, folks. Definitely a player that has been standing out tonight on all ends of the floor, defensively and offensively. And finishing for the and one on the drive, Wesley Carnes again. Man, I get tired of saying his name. He's been just about everywhere here in this half. Here he goes at the free throw line. 3-point opportunity is successful. Lincoln trying to just burn down the clock. And with a 20-point lead, West Coast Baptist trying to stay in the fight. Oh, man, you see Laje crossing over, putting the spin moves, the dance moves on him. But West Coast Baptist is able to get a defensive stop, and that hypes up the visitors' bench. So the Eagles will get one back. I'm going to try to look again to Wesley Carnes, maybe. Carnes with the rock this time. He gets touched by Williams. It's already 10 team fouls for Lincoln. Wesley Carnes, you could call him the bonus man, as he's been making the annual trips to the charity stripe, not leaving any money on the floor whatsoever. First one is smooth. For a guy that averages 31.5 points per game, this is more like practice for him. The deficit cuts down to 18 now. A little plenty of time, 6 minutes to go. But Lincoln trying to bring it home. Kalaje to McKessie over at the top. Kalaje taking the bump, try to go for the shot. Say he will go to the line for 2. Look back on that replay. That will draw the contact against Austin Pace. Mentioned earlier, Laolu Kalaje, he's a D1 transfer from Idaho State. He redshirted his freshman year there. Decided to come back to Cali for Lincoln. And he was also one of Coach Middlebrooks' former players playing a post-grad season at Middlebrooks Academy, the prep team that was operated by William Middlebrooks before he took the Lincoln job after the departure of Gary Payton, who went on to go coach just down the road at College of Alameda in the JUCO ranks. Gary Payton's been doing a solid job over there too. College of Alameda making some noise in their conference, trying to fight their way for a berth in the state playoffs in the 3C 2A ranks. You make sure to be on the lookout for 3C 2A coverage on NorCal Sports TV, especially for teams like San Jose City and having a phenomenal year. And it's going to be a travel on Claude McKessie. Lincoln with another costly turnover. But even with the departure of a legend such as Gary Payton, who really needs no introduction, the glove made an impact on Lincoln during his time here, especially in their early stages when they were able to get the athletic programs off the ground, especially in sports like basketball as well as football. And Lincoln's one of those schools where most of their funding athletically comes from playing Division I schools, where you see Division I teams playing tune-up games early on in non-conference play and are able to provide funding just by signing a contract for these teams that are got a low budget but are still trying to provide opportunities for student athletes whenever they can get them. See Kalaje drawing the foul on the drive. It was going to be an inbound play, however. Yeah, but Lincoln still in its early days of athletics, trying to find their footing and an identity in an independently ran conference. Kalaje with the rock here. Oh, working his way past the defense, trying to go in. Not able to finish, falls to the floor. He's helped up there by Wesley Carnes. I see great sportsmanship by both of these squads tonight. About 4:15 left to go. Lincoln still up by 20. They would go with the handoff. Working with the rock, Caleb Luthai. Gives it back to Goa. Now the Carnes on the DHO. Oh, Carnes with a mean step back for three, but it's airballed. Looks like it's going to be a foul, however. It's going to be Sam Mayer that's booked with it. Before we go any further, we'll have our under 5 media timeout. Lincoln 350 away from their third win in conference play. A return to the floor for West Coast Baptist, getting an opportunity at the charity stripe, courtesy of Austin Pace. Space, a junior, 6 foot from Phoenix, product of Ridgeline Academy. And this is the first opportunity. During his high school career, He was averaging 11.2 points per game and 5.8 rebounds per game. He's also a pretty solid defender as well. He averaged about 2 steals per game. His high school career with Ridgeline. He's able to come one state over here to California. There's McKessie off the Kalage. Oh, he gets fouled pretty hard. I'll send Kalage to the charity stripe, however. William Middlebrook still coaching his guys pretty hard, even with them up by 20. Kalage not able to get a one-on-one free throw to go. Ball is off the tip of the rim. And Lincoln now just getting in the bonus as West Coast Baptist surrendered their 17th foul. Going up for the bucket was Austin Pace, able to finish. It's been a pretty foul-heavy game overall. A lot of contact given. No, Planty can still team hard. Kalage able to swing it back to Planty. Now it's McKessie's turn. And Washington tried to go for the bucket, but he was fouled. He will go to the line for 2. In the replay, Space tried to go for the block from behind. Watch his free throw shot. Misses off the tip. Substitutions now being made. Frank Murata coming back on for the Eagles, as well as Adrian Dino comes into the game for the first time tonight. Has the freshest legs on the floor. Goa almost loses the handle, but stays with it. Hold on to it like a suitcase. Dino is being double-teamed hard in the corner. We're going to get a whistle blown, as they'll now turn to a timeout. Both teams will talk it over. 2:41 left to play. Lincoln about 2:41 left to go as they look for their 3rd win in conference, as well as their 4th win overall on the season. But it's more of the conference record that's more important to them, as they currently hold 3rd place in the Southwestern States Conference, trying to fight their way to the top with the handful of games remaining in the regular season before they get ready for a conference tournament. Goa keeping it in bounds for the Eagles. Murata from the outside. 3-pointers off the mark. For West Coast Baptist, if the score holds, they are going to remain winless in the Southwestern States Conference. This is usually an exciting time if you're a college basketball fan. You know, it's March is just around the corner. Probably getting hyped up for your brackets. And it's not even just at the major level at the D1s, but you also got to think about competition at D2, D3, NAIA, and even here in the independents, as well as also in the JUCO ranks, all the way down to high school. Great time if you're a basketball fan, especially if you're trying to see some postseason action down the stretch. West Coast Baptist here on the inbound play. Jacob Castro driving up for the layup, able to get it to go. Now we hit the 2-minute mark. Lincoln almost home. And despite Lincoln scoring 102 in their matchup against West Coast Baptist on Friday, well, they might not be close to getting 100. We're going to get a 30-second timeout here on the floor. Well, I apologize. We're having some technical difficulties here. Norcal Sports TV, if you're seeing a black screen at home. We're working with our production team, try to get that going, but we're still going to keep it here. There's only a 30-second timeout on the floor. Yeah, just want to give everybody another reminder before we close out for the night that, we actually subscribe here to NorCal Sports TV to stay in tune with the last stretch of the college basketball season as we are in the month of February, about to hit March. Everybody's favorite month is, if you're a college basketball fan. A lot of action postseason-wise, especially in the JUCO ranks. In high school, we're going to have coverage of that for you on NorCal Sports TV. A lot of big games to be excited about on this amazing channel. Here goes Lincoln back on offense. Chris Planty inside the Bala going back out. Shot clock's down to 5. Kessie to Washington, and Kalanje couldn't grasp it firmly as it goes out of bounds to the Lincoln bench. There goes West Coast Baptist on the inbound. Wesley Carnes. They're trying to look the path to stats before they wrap up for the night. Loose ball is grabbed by Castro, and inside for the basket there is Dale Berlantes, 5'7" freshman who now is in the game. See a big roar from the West Coast Baptist bench as Berlantes was able to go for the bucket. And Kalanje was fouled up on a shot attempt. It will go to the charity stripe. Makes the first free throw. Kalanje, a usual starter, as in conference play, he averages 25 points per game. Kind of having a quiet night here for Lincoln. He's able to go 2 for 2 on the sequence. We now hit the 1 minute mark. Minutes now turn to seconds for the Oaklanders. Finishing down low, David Goa. For Lincoln, no stranger to West Coast Baptist, as they're able to go 2-0 against them in the season series. Looking to try to drain out the clock. The sand not touching the end, and David Goa, a big block on Kalanje. Showcasing a little bit of energy. But for Lincoln tonight, it's been a shooting clinic. Great performance on offense overall. Kalanje trying to get one more say in as he's able to knock down the 3 for the late time cash money. Berlantes smokes the shot. It's outside. 10 seconds on the game clock. Goa not able to get his shot to go, but rebound is grabbed by Josh Russ. He's going to dribble it out, and the clock will hit 0. As the Lincoln Oaklanders come out here tonight with a statement win against the West Coast Baptist Eagles, as they extend their records to 3-1 in the Southwestern States Conference, as they have a 90-point performance compared to the 71 that West Coast Baptist scored. A great performance overall, a team effort, as we saw the team unit get some burn late in this game, especially keeping West Coast Baptist on the down for the majority of the time. But for Lincoln, this would be a big win for them as they go into their second game next week against SoCal Leadership on the road. And for West Coast Baptist, they're going to look to bounce back as they are now 0-9 in the Southwestern States Conference play, as their next game is coming up this Friday. So a quick turnaround for them as they'll be seeing SoCal Leadership at home first, as they are the 8th place team. But we're going to take a quick break here on NorCal Sports TV, but when we come back, we'll have the post-game wrap-up for you as we'll sit down to chat with our player of the game. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back here on NorCal Sports TV, wrapping up with tonight's game between Lincoln and West Coast Baptist, with Lincoln coming out on top 90-71 here on the home floor after a rainy day here in Oakland. But talk about a guy that was raining down threes all day. He felt like he brought the rain inside. Elijah Williams, who is our player of the game tonight. And Elijah, man, you had a strong performance from behind the arc so far tonight. What was the mindset coming in to get this win for your team?
Honestly, the mindset before the game was just to focus on defense and just let everything else handle itself. And then in the beginning, we came out strong on defense, got steals, and the offense just took care of itself.
Yeah, and with you guys going 2-0 against a team that you were familiar with and able to get the win against Spec on Friday on the road, coming back here on the home floor, how does it feel just to know that the home wins are going to come when they're able to come?
It feels great. It's great to win at home. You should win at home. It's your home court, home advantage, so it just feels great. But we still got work to do, just a lot of things to get better at.
Yeah, you talk about your guys' performance on defense, especially with your teammate Christian Bala, who was able to get stops at midcourt and the full court press, being drawn up by Coach Middlebrooks. What is something that you guys are going to look to do improving into the next game against SoCal Leadership?
Definitely more just put pressure on them. Like, shout out Christian Bala, like you said, just great defensive player, getting steals, getting out there. Really great help on defense, so just hopefully keep that up and just keep playing hard defense and playing strong.
Yeah, and Elijah is going to say one more thing. Try to keep the rain, from coming inside, but still keep knocking down those threes, man.
Thank you.
But overall, great job tonight. Way to get the win for your team, and see what you can do in the next game.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for us here on NorCal Sports TV tonight. Lincoln coming out on top 90-71 over West Coast Baptist. And we're signing off here. I want to thank my production team and Charles Forehand and Jason Green, as we want to say so long and good night from Oakland. My name is Philip Hall, signing off.